Hey guys, so I'm visiting some friends for dinner right here on the beach, and I figured why not talk about the 5 best perks of being home free and living in my car. Stay tuned and you get to see us in action. I gotta finish this before I start. Hey guys, welcome back. This is Iris, your favorite psychic millennial who decided to take the plunge and live out of her car as a social surrender experiment for herself, from feeling overworked and exhausted, basically, and healing myself from chronic pain. I think that after you heal yourself from pain, which is a pain that a lot of us carry, but the more awakened you become, the more susceptible you become to the pain, and then your spirit starts to ask you for better and better and better, which is well-being. True abundance comes from well-being. Happiness comes from well-being. Do I know what's gonna happen next month? Absolutely not. And so this is my surrender experiment. Mind you, I've only been doing this for about 3 weeks full time. Before, I was doing it sporadically and I was staying at friends' houses. I quickly realized that that's just not what I wanted to do, but also pay rent is not what I wanted to do either, because I don't want to get a second job where I'm not doing something I like. And I feel like if I can wait for a good offer, a better offer, if I can just enjoy myself right now, take a few months to just enjoy life and take things slower and be simpler, then this is just basically part of that project. So the first week was actually the hardest week. It was mostly during nighttime, because during the daytime I would find things to do. I was driving up the coast. Everything seemed to be okay. But at nighttime is when I would find myself saying like, okay, what do I do now? Usually this time I'm going home, and it would kind of hit me hard at the fact that I had no home to go to, or I had no bed to go to. As far as the topic of home, for me it wasn't about like, oh, home, like I need to be like this warm place, because I haven't had that warm place in a while since I left Miami Beach last year. Well, you can say my family's, but that still felt like it was their house. It was never my house. So that feeling of home I had already lost, and I had more of a feeling of being nomadic. You know, I just knew that I didn't want to be at one place at one time. So at nighttime is when it actually got uncomfortable for me. But after a few more days, that's when I actually started feeling and I actually prayed. I was like, come on, God, like, I want to see the freedom that people talk about. I want to see the perk of resetting my life. I want to see the newness, right? Soon after, honestly, after a few days, is when actually I started feeling that sense of freedom and lightness. So that would probably be perk number 1, a sense of freedom and lightness, because not only you don't have anything to pay for, that's pretty much it, you know? The only thing I have to do is kind of take care of my car and take care of my food and my dog. That's been pretty good so far. The next perk would be, which is actually my favorite, honestly, is the time that I spend with my friends now is so precious. It is so crazy precious, because one thing I've learned in the past year is how everything is temporary and how time is so limited here. Your timing with people is so limited, and life is so precious like that. If you can see that, I became even more grateful. And that brings me to perk number 3. I'm actually grateful for the little things, like the really, really simple little things. Oh my God, okay, perfect example is the simple food that I eat. Okay, so I used to be the type of person that I love going out to eat. shit, that was like my favorite thing in the whole wide world. I love being served. Now I don't even think about it, like, even though like that's a big expense as well, going out to eat. So for me, it's just so weird. Like, I don't even think about it not one bit. Which actually brings me to perk number 4, which is spending the most beautiful time with your friends. Or maybe I just said that already, I don't know, but it actually makes spending time with friends, okay, yes, dinners. The dinners that you have with your friends, oh my God, is so much more meaningful than going to a restaurant. Just making the food and drinking wine and talking about life, talking about our struggles, our accomplishments, whatever, you know, even taking a couple shots, whatever. And it fills my cup so much. It has also let me understand that I don't need that much support as well. Like, I don't want to lean on other people for help. I don't want to just stay in people's houses just because. If they offer, that's great, but also when people give, I want them to give because they want to give, not because they feel sorry for me. When it comes from a place of just giving, oh my God, it's so nice, and it's becoming more and more like that. Like, things are coming to me now, so that's awesome. Alright, so we've reached the end. I guess you can say the last perk would be a stronger sense of security and feeling safe. That's something that we take for granted every day, all day. The level of unsafety that we feel, we're constantly in fear. And so now this has really helped me like feel really in tune even more with my surroundings. It's the weirdest thing. Well, I guess it's not the weirdest thing, it's just being outside and seeing so many people, being in public areas. You begin to develop another sense or a heightened sense of security and a rhythm. There's a certain rhythm that things are happening in. So yeah, you feel more secure in what it is that I'm doing. I don't know, it's just, and that helps your confidence, you see. So yeah. So the perks were lightness and freedom, the precious time that I have with my friends. I no longer really care for materialistic things, and also vain things like going out to eat all the time. That used to be like my most favorite amazing thing, and now I really could give a shit. Dinners with friends are super, super important and so beautiful to have and to share. And then the last one is feeling a whole new sense of heightened security, universal rhythm. I don't even know what you call it. I just feel more secure and more confident in myself. In the weirdest, most oddest way, because I think I just have really good intentions. So when you have really good intentions, when you say, shit, you know, I'm navigating this and I don't know what I'm doing, but then at the same time, every turn that I make is the right turn, or it feels like I'm headed somewhere. So yeah, you just develop a sense of security and understanding that right now the universe is just giving me what I need. You know, it's not necessarily giving me what I want. Well, in many ways it's giving me what I want, but it's really giving me what I need because I'm in a learning process, I'm in a transition process, and I really decided to just fucking let myself be taken, you know? So anyways, guys, I love you all, and if you want to get closer to me, check out www.universaliris.com. If you want to connect with me on my favorite socials, be sure to check that out as well, and I'll catch you guys next time. Mwah. Bye!
Learn how to cook. I can cook. Okay, when me and my girl cook, like I cut and she cooks.
My guy said I can make breakfast.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank yous over here on this